Hello everyone, TMan978. Right now I'm going to be showing you how to transform Fans Toys Variator, who is Autobot Gears from Transformers Generation 1, to truck mode and back to robot mode. But I'm doing something a little different here. I'm going to show you how I'm doing an unboxing basically. You can skip. I'm going to put chapter breaks at the bottom, so you can touch the screen and go to the different chapters. But basically here is my unboxing for this guy. You can go to that for whatever that's worth. And here's a close-up on the body. I'm not going to have any of this in the review. So after deciding which tape you're going to break, the Fans Toys tape, you usually pull it out and they have the instruction manual and the collector's card right there. And they usually tape it all around. Once you get that tape cut, more than likely the thickest side has the robot in it. I'm correct. Here we have his faces. He has 5 of them. I wonder, you know what? None of them is his toy accurate face. He has 2 gun parts. He has this weapon, which is all die cast. And then he has himself with a little cellophane. And as you can see, he is mistransformed out of the package for whatever reason. I'm going to rotate his waist. These latches don't appear to be locked in. Well, at least they don't appear to be. Actually, they are. I have QC21. I haven't seen that number. I haven't seen anything under 30, but the hands are out. These tabs are in. And yeah, it looks like he's actually transformed correctly. Watching Pig for Life, he had to do a lot more. All I had to do was rotate the waist and he was done, basically. Okay, transformation to truck mode. You could do this several different types of ways, but I'm going to start by just turning the head backward. Then I'm going to open this panel back here in the back of his arm, rotating the fingers in that direction, facing the hole, and push the hand in there. Shut that. Same deal over here. Shut that. Now we can angle the elbow, like this is the front of the elbow. We can angle it till it's like that. Same deal over here. We can lift up on this back, bring these out, but they are on a fairly loose pin, so that may just keep swiveling and swiveling. Just make sure they stay out because they need to be out. We can take this panel out of here and shut it on top of the pegs that were up there. Kind of leave that like that for now. Take this chest piece, pull it down like that. We might as well just prep it by rotating it like this. All right, now we can elongate the body, and like I said, these are gonna keep getting in the way, and the head may rotate. Yeah, we can lift these up off of the pegs and just still keep the arms out to the side for now. Open these panels up, they rotate, and then there's this little blue piece right here that needs to come up straight. Okay, now we need to bring this up and out, and we can, there's a hinge right here, right there, that needs to lift up, and we can rotate it to get him oriented in the correct direction. Now we can pull this out, which becomes the grill. Open that up. We can fold out, or actually lift up on the head. Now we can fold up these wheels. I would say go ahead and close this, but it's going to keep opening. So with everything like this, we can go ahead and move this right here and move this right here. You could try to get both arms going at the same time, but I'm gonna just go ahead and get one arm up in there and then the other. And you may, like you saw me do, I bent it back a little bit. And now I'm able to get that in there. Now I'm gonna try to close that. And back here, we need to make sure that the head is straight. And make sure that this is lift up. It's shut on me. But basically, get the head through. Get everything leveled right here. And these two panels need to be lined up because there are two pegs right here, or pegs on it that go up into there. They fight you the whole time, in my experience. Like, you can kind of get it on one side, then it seems to try to want to come out on the other. So that's the difficult part of getting, like, this doesn't have a very super difficult transformation. There are more steps than some people may like, but this seems to be one part that, like, definitely fights me every time. Good night. I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna watch 100 reviews, and the other person you watch isn't gonna have this issue. Good for them. Anywho, get that out. This should have stayed up, but we can go ahead and open up his head like that. You can shut this down and peg these into the side right there. Now the body. This needs to come in like that, and we need to make this come up. There are pegs right here that go into two peg holes. Line that up, and the butt should be flush with the back like this. The legs. We can go ahead and just open that up. Open this up. And then right here, there's a little nub. Rotate the wheel around till the nub snaps into place. Then we can go ahead and shut that. Same deal over here. Open that up. Rotate this around until the nub snaps into place. Shut that. Back here, we need to open this lock. And this lock kind of scares me because it doesn't feel like it locks, and this pin is rather flimsy. So I don't know if this is going to be an issue where there seems to be a subtle point where it stops it, so I hope that stays being like that. But anyway, bring this out, pull this panel out of here, rotate it again, and then basically make this cover the side of his leg. Rotate it up, fold it out, and then shut it. Then we can take this piece, and it might be a little bit difficult, but you have to press it past there. Press it past here. Now we can peg the knees together. And here is another piece that might be difficult. We can unlatch these knee clips by grabbing on the side right here. And you're supposed to be able to just flip it over just like the G1 toy, but the wheels actually bump into these side panels. So you kind of have to honestly flex it out. get past that. Make sure that these stay up, by the way. We'll exit out. To get past that. In fact, they tell you to shut this earlier, but I don't know if you may have to just leave these panels outward. I don't remember them opening the first time I did this, but we need to get this down. Jeez, okay, I have no clear idea what, but something on this leg is like fighting me. When I bend this one down, it just goes down. This one is stopping right here. Oh, it's his butt panel. The knees weren't bent a certain type of way. So basically, you might have to move it outward some if you can't get that to go down, or else it's going to be bumping into the butt panel. But now we need to just shift everything down, as you could imagine, and peg these pegs into the bottom of his, what used to be his feet in robot mode. Yeah. If you bent the knee because it was bumping into his butt, bring it forward. And now all this should peg together. Now we can go ahead, make sure everything is squeezed together, and shut these. You can try to force these into the little grooves or not. It still stays there for now, but I guess if this pen ever gets weak, you're gonna have no choice. Now I'm making sure that the wheels are still transformed correctly, but it is a vehicle. It is the truck. Vroom, 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 vroom. Check out my full review for things that it can do in this mode, because it does a few things. Well, one extra thing. All right, now to transform him back to robot mode. Let's see if I can do this good. Anyway, it's latched in right here. We need to untab it, and it flipped past these panels, which was difficult for me to get, but we can untab that, but we need to make sure that these are out of the way. Bring these down, basically all the way. And you can go ahead and separate the legs, to be honest. Maybe we can like make sure this is bent down more so that we can raise this up, because if they're not bent down, you can't. It's a little bump that it bumps into. Now we can go ahead and latch that into place, to be honest. Do the same thing over here. Latch that into place. And back here, we can rotate this outward. Rotate that outward. Rotate this. And rotate that. And put this back under here and put this there to cover it. So rotate this out, rotate it that way, and then rotate it down into the foot cavity and do that. Now we can bring this out, rotate the wheel, and like that. Oop. Yeah, that's good enough. Then we can rotate it and like this, and then shut it. Making sure you don't warp that rubber right there. Let's do that again. Bring that out. Rotate this till that little round thing gets to about there. Rotate this inward and shut it, making sure that you could use your finger to bend that, making sure it clears. So now legs are done. We can actually detach this. Well, not that. detach this whole piece and elongate that as far as you can. You can bring this out and rotate it and get it basically ready for the robot mode. And up here we can detach this and that, open up this, and go ahead and shut this on top of its head, basically. Now we can unclip this, because it's going to do it anyway, and unclip these right here. Well, now we should have enough clearance to rotate things back out like this. We can, with this out the way, get arms up out of here. I'm going to just use these panels as leverage. You can shut them, bring them back out. I straightened up the elbows as well while I was doing that. Get them out of the way. And now we can rotate these wheels in. Shut this bumper piece up and put that up in there. Now we can elongate this bar right here until it's like this and rotate it. Up in here, we can push these little blue pieces down and rotate this like this. Now we can push the body into the cavity. And go ahead and put this into that place, put that into that place. And we can go ahead and put the arms down to latch onto these pegs. And I put these panels out wrong, so I'm going to shove them back up in to the body, which is easy enough to correct. We can do this. Now we can bring the head down, and it's like squishes right there, and turn this around, bring out the face and shut that, and close that behind that. I didn't even know this opened, to be honest. But now we can make the chest meet up with these two tabs right there on both sides. Why are you doing this to me, camera? Back here, this shut on me. I'm gonna leave that open. Shut these, lift this up, and kind of get this panel flush inside of there like this. And now we can bring that back down on top of these. That's what keeps them in place. The hands, we can go ahead and rotate them outward, rotate the fist forward, or leave them like you had them, whatever you decide, to be honest. But basically, get in there, get the hand out, rotate it. But now, here he is. He is a robot again. Yay. And since I have this grinny face still on him, he's a little bit happy to be a robot again. But anywho, I hope this helped you in some type of way. If it did, make sure you don't leave without giving me a thumbs up. You can share my video. I would love that. Share it everywhere. Link in the description for the full review so you can hear my opinions and the pros and cons of this guy, besides anything I talked about during this transformation. Thank you for watching. Until next time, TMan978 out here. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click